What school did you go to?
I went to Millennium High School, founded in 1999.
Where is the school located?
It's located in New York City, United States.
Do you like the architecture of the school?
Yes, I do. The architecture is not really impressive, but I like it that the building's architects left plenty of space for lounging.
What are the teachers like?
Most of the teachers there are helpful and friendly. I especially like Mr. Mike, my physics teacher.
How long have you spent there?
I have spent 3 years of upper secondary school there.
Is that a single-sex school?
No, it isn't. This is a unisex school.
Do you like the school uniform?
We don't wear uniforms at school, actually.
Why do you enjoy the time there?
Although I had to deal with quite a heavy workload, I enjoy the relaxing atmosphere when hanging out with friends in the cafeteria there.
What important lesson did you learn from school?
I learned how to work in a group in which there are many friends coming from different cultures. That's the lesson of cooperation.
Will you recommend that school to others?
Yes, of course. I am proud to recommend Millennium High School to anyone who is searching for a good place to learn.
Hello, are you new? I haven't seen you around before.
Hi, yeah, I just arrived. To tell you the truth, I'm a bit lost. I saw on the university website that there are lots of the different food outlets on campus, but I don't know where to find them.
Oh, no problem. I can tell you all about them. There really are lots of places to eat on campus. To start with, there's the old college dining room. You can have hot meals 3 times a day there. If you want to start the day with a hot breakfast, that's the place to go.
Okay, so whereabouts is that?
It's next to the theatre, just between the bus stop and the shops. But if you're more into fast food, like burgers or Chinese stir-fry or fried chicken, there's a huge fast food hall in the middle of the campus.
Is that the big building between the Students' Union building and the shops?
Yeah, that's right. It's a great place to meet your friends. There's always music and plenty of chat.
Sounds like my kind of place.
But if you just want a quiet place to have a coffee and a pastry, there's a snack bar by the lake. It has Wi-Fi and an internet cafe, and it has a spectacular view over the lake.
Well, thank you very much.
Excuse me, Lily. Could you help me? You know, we've got an essay to write about eating customs across the world.
Yeah, we have to borrow some books, don't we?
Yes, but I missed the library training. Do you think you could show me how to find the books and how to take them out?
Sure, no problem. Shall I tell you about the different parts of the library first?
Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
Okay then. Let's look at the plan of the library. Here, you can see the main door on the north side that leads into the lobby. In the middle of the building, there's a big open PC zone. The lift and stairs are on the left as you go in, and on the other side of the building, there's the library cafe. That part of the library is pretty sociable. It's a good place to study with friends.
I really prefer to study alone. Is there anywhere in the library I can go?
Oh, if you like studying in a quiet place, it's better to go upstairs to the silent zone. As you come out of the lift or up the stairs, you'll see a section on your right facing north, which is closed off. That's the silent zone. On the other side, facing south, are the bookshelves with all the cookbooks.
Now, can you show me how to find a book?
Well, the library's very big, and the books on food could be under cookery, or they could be in history, or even entertainment. So the first thing to do is to look it up in the online catalogue.
Where do I do that?
It's easy. There are lots of computers in the library for that.
Okay, I see.
Right, you look up the title first. When you found the book, you'll see it has a class mark next to it. The class mark is 1 or 2 letters and a number. Make a note of the class mark. Then look it up on the plan of the library. The plan shows you exactly what section of the library the books are actually kept in.
Thank you very much, Lily. So how do I borrow a book?
That's simple too. When you go to the library, you'll have to take your student ID card. When you want to borrow a book, you take it downstairs to the scanner. Then, scan your ID card first. Next, open the book and slide it under the scanner until it makes a sound, a short beep. And that's all you have to do. Oh, sorry, I forgot. At the end, the system prints out a ticket. It's a good idea to keep it for a while, just in case you have a problem with your loan.
Thanks again, Lily. You've been really kind. Hi, Martha. How's the essay going?
Oh, hi, Carl. The essay, there's a lot of reading. It's difficult to remember all the different ideas and the different writers.
So, how do you keep up with it all?
Well, actually, I make a note of the writer's name and summarize their ideas in a notebook. It's very old-fashioned, isn't it?
It is a bit. Actually, I'm quite the opposite. I've downloaded some free software from the internet. It lets me save all the articles and e-books I get online and make notes on them. I like it because it's cheaper than printing everything. But what do you do, Enrique?
Oh, I'm afraid my note-taking system isn't as modern as that, and it's much more expensive. I print the articles I find online, and I photocopy pages out of textbooks. Then I go through and highlight all the important information with a pen. Not very good for the environment, I'm afraid. What about you, Jenny?
I'm in the middle, really. I don't use special software, but I keep all the articles I read online in folders on my PC and make notes on them there.
Hey, Leslie, are you ready for the exam?
Hi, Jen. I haven't seen you for weeks. Am I ready? I don't know. I've been revising really hard, but I can't remember anything at the moment. You know, I get ready for exams by planning a revision timetable. It helps me make sure I've studied everything on time. But just before an exam, my mind goes blank.
Yes, I know what you mean. I've been trying out a new technique for remembering facts and details. I heard about it in a psychology lecture. What you do is put together pictures in your mind of the different things you want to remember. It's usually better if you can make the pictures funny, like cartoons.
I hadn't heard of that. It sounds like fun. Do you do that too, Indira?
Well, I tried it once, but it didn't help me much. I remember things by hearing them in my head. I can't really study in the library when people are talking, because I have to be able to hear myself saying things over in my mind. It's easier for me to concentrate if I study at home, late at night when it's quieter. What do you do to remember things for exams, Mark?
I go to bed early the night before the exam and get up very early in the morning, like 5 o'clock, and then I read over my notes again just to refresh my memory. I know a lot of lecturers tell us not to do last-minute revision, but it works well for me. Excuse me.
Yes.
Can I take my phone into the exam if I switch it off?
Your mobile? No mobiles are allowed in the exam hall. You can put it in your bag, though.
Okay, but then what do I do with my bag?
Bags go in the lockers, down the corridor on the left. There are keys in the doors. Just lock the door and take the key with you. Over here. Look, have a look at the poster. When you've put your things away, go to the main door of the exam hall and show the supervisor your student ID card.
Oh, okay, I see. So I show my ID card at the door, and then when I get into the exam hall, I need to look for my examination number. Is that the same number as my ID card?
Yes, that's right. The same number.
So where should I look for it?
Your examination number will be on a desk.
Ah, right. Thank you very much.
No problem. Good luck.
Hi, guys. Is everyone set to study for the exams then? Does anyone have any hints about how to get ready for them? I'm not sure where to start, really. Any ideas, Barbara?
Well, Mac, there are lots of things we could do. I mean, we could start by looking at old exam papers, or we could go through all the lecture notes for each subject. What do you think?
I think it's better to go through this year's lecture notes first. I mean, the exam topics might have changed since last year. Do you agree, Jerry?
Yeah, I think you're right. The lecture notes will tell us what the main topics of the subject are. Do you think we could ask the tutors what the exam topics might be?
I think we could ask, and they might tell us roughly what to look at, but I don't think they'll tell us exactly what the topics will be.
I think it's a good idea to ask them, just to know what to focus on. So, what's next? What do you think about reading all the books on the reading list? Jerry?
I don't think that's a very good idea. We can't read all the books.
I think you're right. What I think we have to do is try to remember the most important details and arguments from the main writers and be ready to use them in the exam.
Yeah, okay. Then the next thing to do is look at old exam papers and see what kind of questions we might get.
Yes, that's where the old exams will help, looking at the type of questions.
Right. So, when we've worked out which topics we need to study and remembered the main ideas, we can look at old papers and write a few practice questions.
Yes, and that'll help.
Morning, everyone. I thought we'd get together today and just talk about exam techniques. I'm sure everyone has different ideas about them. So, shall we find out what you do first when you get into an exam?
Check that you have the right exam paper.
It sounds funny, but students do actually answer the wrong exam paper sometimes. So check that it's your exam first. Then what?
Write your examination number on the answer sheet.
Well, it might sound obvious, but writing your examination number at the beginning of the exam can be a good idea. Apart from making sure the examiner knows who wrote the exam, can anyone say why?
It can help you relax?
Yes, that's right. Doing something easy like that gives you a chance to calm down. Right, so what do you do next?
Read the questions carefully.
Well, before you read the questions, what should you do?
Read the instructions.
Yes, you should read the instructions next. You need to know how many questions you have to answer and whether you have to answer all the questions or only some. What other important information do you need to check before you start?
How much time you have?
Yes, Jerry's right. You need to make sure that you know how long the exam is so you can manage your time properly. OK, what do you do next?
Read the questions.
Yes, it's very important to read the questions, not just once, but several times.
I usually make a few notes when I'm looking at the questions. Sometimes a question looks easy, and then when you start writing, you realize that it's actually more difficult than you thought.
Yeah, but you don't want to spend too much time writing notes.
No, but it's a good idea to jot down a few ideas to see if you can remember the arguments for the topics you studied most.
Once we've decided, is it better just to start at the beginning and answer the questions as they appear on the exam, or should we start with the easy questions?
Well, I start with the questions that I know better and leave the ones I'm not sure of for the end.
That's what I do. But I still keep an eye on the clock, especially when the questions are all worth the same number of marks.
Mac's right. If you write one very good answer, but it's only worth 30% of the marks, you still lose the other 70% on that exam.
So it's better to write our main ideas for a question, even if we don't have time to answer it properly.
Yes, absolutely. We can't give you marks for writing nothing. But if you give us your main ideas, we can give you some marks.
Oh, really? I wish I'd known that in my last exam. I spent all my time writing a long answer to one of the questions and didn't get round to the other two. I didn't understand why I got such a low mark.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Luckily, my tutor explained it afterwards, so I never did that again. So, who's going to do the introduction?
Well, I suggest you present the first part, Farouk. You've done a lot of work on this project after all.
Well, okay, I'll start. But you've got a lot of information too. I think you should explain the next 2 slides.
Okay, everyone. The first thing we have to decide is our topic. I mean, what exactly are we going to talk about? We know the course is art history, and the subject is Italian painting, but that's still too big. We have to choose a particular topic. What do you think, Mandy?
I think we should concentrate on a single painter.
But on the other hand, if we discuss more than one artist, it'll be easier to make comparisons and show the differences between them.
That's a good idea, Edward. It'll give us more to discuss.
Right. So the next thing is to decide which artists to look at. I think we should definitely include Michelangelo. You know, he painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in Rome. He's very famous. And what about Leonardo da Vinci? They were both great painters. What do you think, Beth?
They're okay, I suppose. But don't you think everyone else will choose them? How about Botticelli? His painting is very different from the other two.
I agree with Beth. Why don't we have Michelangelo and Botticelli?
I'm happy with that. Everyone else okay with it? Right, guys. Let's have a look at what we're going to put in the slides. The first slide's going to be the introduction, isn't it? So I guess it should have a title. How about Michelangelo and Botticelli? A comparison.
Yeah. So we've got the title. Don't you think we should make a list of bullet points for each of the slides in the presentation?
Oh yes, definitely. How many slides do we have to do?
Well, the presentation's 10 minutes long, so we should probably have a maximum of 6 slides. Remember that Beth's already got 2 slides about Botticelli.
Well, why don't we do 2 slides each? That'd be 8, including the introduction and the conclusion.
That sounds fair enough. Let's do that. So, who's going to do the rest of the slides?
I can start off with the introduction, and then I could do the conclusion and the summary at the end. What do you think?
Great! I'd like to talk about Michelangelo's paintings. I've done quite a lot of reading about them.
Fine. So I could do a couple of slides showing how Michelangelo and Botticelli are similar and how they're different.
We want the presentation to look as if it's been made by a team, don't we, Edward? I think we should have one design for all the slides. Do you agree?
Oh, yes, of course. We don't want a different color for each slide. Shall we design a slide now for the rest of the group to use?
Yes, let's do that. Let's have a look. This slide has the program icon on the title box. Shall we keep it there?
No, I don't think so. It hasn't got anything to do with the presentation. Let's take that off.
Fine. And I think we should keep the blue bullet points. They match the light blue title box. What do you think about putting images in each slide?
Oh, absolutely. I think we should put at least one image in each slide.
Good. We're agreed then. Let's send this slide to the others, shall we?
Okay, everyone. I've put all our slides together so we can see if we're happy with the presentation. I think we need to check that we all agree with the order. There's nothing to decide about my slides, the introduction and the conclusion. Obviously, one of my slides goes at the beginning and the other one at the end. Edward's slides, comparing the two artists, will have to go after Beth's and Mandy's. What we need to decide is which artist should go first, Michelangelo or Botticelli.
Well, Michelangelo is more famous than Botticelli, isn't he? I mean, everyone's heard of him. Maybe he should go first. What do you think, Beth?
I'm not sure that just being famous is a good reason to put him first.
Okay, so isn't it sensible to put the artist who was born earlier first? Who was that? When was Michelangelo born?
In 1475.
And Botticelli?
In 1445.
So let's put Botticelli first and follow with Michelangelo. Where to, madam?
Westbourne Grove, please.
Westerbourne Grove. In the city centre?
No, Westbourne, near the park. Sorry, I haven't got the postcode.
No problem. How do you spell it?
Westbourne.
Good morning. Taxis for you. How can I help you?
Oh, good morning. I'd like to book a taxi to the airport, please.
Right. And which airport is that?
London Heathrow.
That's fine. And when do you need the taxi for?
My flight leaves from Terminal 5 at 7:20 on Wednesday, the 6th of July, next week.
Wednesday the 6th at 7:20 a.m. So you'll need the taxi at 3:30, okay? Can I have your name, please?
Sam Williams.
And your address?
60 Willowside Bank, Abingdon. That's Abingdon.
Thank you. And the postcode is?
OX14 3HB.
OX14 3HB. And can I have a contact number for you?
Yes, of course. My mobile is 07789 612 744.
Thank you. 07789 612 744. Now, we'll be picking you up at 3:30. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Have you filled in your landing card?
No, sorry. I'm having a few problems.
Can I help you at all?
Oh, yes, please.
Well, the first question's very easy. What's your family name?
My family name is Liu. Liu.
And your first name?
Well, my English name is Grace, but my Chinese name is Hua Fang. Which one should I put here?
Which name do you have in your passport?
Hua Fang. Hua and Fang.
So you should put that one. And your date of birth?
Shall I put the day first or the month?
See where it says DDMM and YYYY?
Yes. What does that mean?
It means date, month and year.
Oh, okay. So I put 17/12/1994.
The 17th of December 1994?
Yes, that's right. And What address is this?
That would be where you are staying in the UK.
Ah, okay. Let me see. 13 Park Road, Brighton. BRIGHTON. And the postcode BN40 4GR.
Is there anything else you need help with?
No, thank you. I understand the other questions. Thank you very much for your help. Silver Tulip Hotel, good afternoon. How can I help you?
Ah, yes. Good afternoon. I'd like to book a room for next Friday.
Certainly, sir. How many nights will you be staying?
Just one, please.
And would you like a single or double room?
A double room, please.
A double room. And would you like twin beds or a king-size bed?
A king-sized bed, please.
Let me see. Yes, we do have a double room available for next Friday. Would you like me to book it for you?
Yes, please.
Could I have your name, please?
Yes, it's Edward Francis.
Is that Frances?
No, it's Francis.
Francis.
Yes, that's right.
And your home address, please, sir?
Yes, it's 23 Cypress Avenue, Cambridge.
Is that Cyprus?
No, Cypreess, like the tree.
Oh, I see. And your postcode is?
CB3 9NF.
And it's just for one night?
Yes, that's right.
We can reserve a parking space for you. Are you coming by car?
Actually, I'll be taking a taxi from the station.
That's fine. And one last question. Would you like dinner and breakfast?
No dinner, thank you. But I'd like breakfast.
Just breakfast. So, to confirm, you're arriving on Friday the 16th of April and leaving on Saturday the 17th. That's one night in a double room with a king-size bed with breakfast.
That's right. Thank you very much.
And could I have your mobile number, please?
Yes, it's 07976 122 577. Oh, no, sorry, it's been changed. It's 07961 121 597.
07961 121 597. Thank you. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, I'm having dinner with a friend. Could you recommend a good restaurant nearby?
That would be the Winston Churchill. It's about a mile from here.
Perfect. Could you please make a reservation for 7 p.m. and leave a message with the details for my friend when he arrives?
Certainly. What is the gentleman's name?
Mr. Alaoui. That's Alaoui.
No problem. We look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you.
Good evening. Fine dining. Can I help you?
Hello, yes. I'd like to book a table for 4 on Friday evening at 8 p.m.
Yes, sir. And the name is?
McEwan. MCEWAN.
MCEWAN. Is that right, sir?
Yes, that's right.
That's booked for you, sir. 4 people on Friday night at 8 o'clock.
Hello, Gino's.
Hi. Can I book a table for tomorrow night, please?
How many people is it for?
4.
And what time would you like?
About 8. 8:30 maybe?
Let's see. We're pretty busy tomorrow, so I can do 7:30 or 9.
Oh. Okay then. 7:30, please.
What name is it?
Jamie.
J-A...
M-I-E.
Okay, so that's a table for 4 at 7:30 tomorrow evening.
Great. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Hello, Gino's.
Hi. I called earlier to book a table for 4, and I was wondering if I can make it for 6 instead.
What name was it?
It's Jamie.
Table for 4 at 7:30. So you want to change it to 6 o'clock?
No, sorry. Can I make it for 6 people?
Oh, I see. Sorry. That shouldn't be a problem. I can move you to a bigger table, but it will be near the kitchen. Is that okay?
No problem. Is it possible to change the time as well? Make it a little bit later?
Yeah, we can. Is 8 okay for you?
Perfect. Thanks.
Lovely. See you tomorrow then.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks. Ciao. Can I have an orange juice, please?
Regular or large?
How big is a large?
This is a large, this is a regular.
I'll have a large then, please. Without ice.
Okay, coming up.
Sorry, I wanted freshly squeezed orange juice.
I'm afraid we only have bottled juices.
Oh, then I'll have an apple juice instead, please.
Here you go. That's £3.50, please.
Thanks.
Thank you. Can I help anyone?
Who's next? You were first, I think. What teas do you have?
Breakfast tea, mint and green tea.
Mint tea and a slice of lemon cake, please.
To eat in or take away?
Take away, please.
There you go. That'll be £4.20, please.
Oh, sorry, I've only got a 50.
That's okay. Here's your change. 5, 10, 30, 50. Who's next?
Can I have a...
Sorry, I think I was in front of you.
Oh, sorry.
Can I have a chocolate chip cookie, please?
Would you like a drink with that?
No thanks, just the cookie.
Okay then, that's 95p, please.
Thanks. Oh, I think that's right.
50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 92, 94. Yep, 95. Thank you.
Hello, can I help you?
Yes, I'd like a latte, please.
Certainly. We do latte in small, medium, or large. What size would you like?
Medium, please.
Of course. What kind of milk would you like?
Just regular, thanks.
No problem. Can I have your name, please?
Sure, it's Sarah.
Okay, Sarah. Can I get you anything to eat?
Yes, please. I'd like a chocolate brownie.
Good choice. Okay, so that's a medium latte with regular milk and a chocolate brownie. Have I got that right?
Yeah, spot on.
Great. Is that to have here or take away?
I'll have it here, thanks.
Okay, great. That comes to a total of £4.80, please.
£4.80. Okay, here's £5.
That's great. And 20 pence change. I'll only be a few minutes.
Thanks.
Hey, Sandra, how's it going? What do you think of the campus?
I think it's all fantastic. Have you been to the coffee shop and the library yet?
No, I haven't. Where is it?
It's on the ground floor. You know, you can have a break without actually leaving the library. It's really great to meet your friends there.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea. and it means you've got somewhere to chat without upsetting people who want to study. I can't concentrate when other people are talking. I usually go upstairs to work in the silent zone, on the first floor.
Oh, do you? Is it difficult to study at home then? Where do you live?
I'm living in a hall of residence on campus.
Oh, right. It must be tough trying to study in your room.
Yeah, it's pretty noisy, especially at the weekends. Are you living on campus too?
Yes, I'm on campus, but there are only 4 people in our house, so it tends to be a bit quieter. It's at the end of the footpath, not far from the sports center.
Oh, right. I know where you mean. I play football on the pitch next to the sports centre. I spend quite a lot of time around there.
Well, next time you're in that part, let me know. You can come round for coffee.